Someone who was there, John Thune, Senator from South Dakota, chairman of the Senate GOP conference. How you doing, Senator? And good morning to you. I don't know if he had butter or salt on that or neither, but I mean, how did it go?
I thought it was a really good meeting. The president was incredibly upbeat, very lighthearted, and I thought the interaction was strong. And the one thing that we have in common, Bill, notwithstanding some of the differences that get aired, unfortunately, publicly, is a clear-eyed focus on the jobs and the economy and delivering tax relief to middle-income families. So the president focused on that a lot. And I felt coming out of the meeting that there was a real sense of momentum among Republican senators.
Wow, interesting. How long did it go, that meeting in total? It was how many minutes?
Well, I think we went well over an hour.
Okay, all right.
And the president talked at the beginning about the things that his administration has accomplished and how they've actually signed more bills into law than any president since Truman, and I think that people are looking into that, and I think that's going to be an accurate statement. He's getting a lot done.
Earlier today, here's the tweet from the president. The meeting with Republican senators yesterday outside of Flake and Corker was a love fest with standing ovations and great ideas for USA. Last night, he said this: so nice meeting Republican senators today. Multiple standing ovations. Most are great people who want big tax cuts and success for the U.S. You know the back and forth with Bob Corker as of the last 24 hours. And he was asked about the meeting, and he was asked how much he talked about tax reform. Senator Corker said it barely came up. Is he accurate?
Well, it came up in the context of a lot of things that the president is interested in terms of his agenda. You know, he talked about the opioid crisis and what he wants to do to combat that, a little bit about health care. So it was, and about judges, it was a wide-ranging discussion, but clearly the president's emphasis now, and I think has been ever since he took office, is doing things, putting policies in place that will grow our economy at a faster rate, create better paying jobs, and lift wage levels for people in this country. Yeah. And I think the things that he talked about yesterday, many of them focused on that.
What do you think the sideshows are doing to the Republican majority there? What do you think they're doing to the White House agenda? How real is the never-Trumper block today in Congress?
There are some voices out there that are vocal, but when it comes to actually shaping policy, influencing legislation, there's a lot of common ground. And I'd prefer always to focus on the things that unify Republicans rather than things that divide us. There are these distractions. Unfortunately, too often they get aired in public. I would prefer that those were confined to discussions like we had yesterday, where you can have these intra-family discussions and fights. But I think in terms of the agenda, there's a lot of common ground. And I think as we move forward, you're going to see Republicans on Capitol Hill and the administration work very closely when it comes to enacting comprehensive tax reform that delivers middle-income tax relief and helps grow our economy.
Well, you've got a lot to win, and you've got a lot to lose. And I think you know that. Senator,
the stakes are high. Yes,
thank
indeed.
you for your
Thanks,
time
Bill.
today. John
You bet.
Thune, you bet. We'll talk again real soon. Thanks,
All right.
Sandra.